chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll try and run right on the option. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Fields now to throw. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Off play action. Newton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To try again after the sack. Newton. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Newton's throw here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. On the move to his left. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Here we go on fourth. Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Beverly. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
They'll run on first down. Beverly. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Fields. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Touchdown. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll go, and the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They snap it to Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly. And he's got room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 65 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Beverly. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Fields. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right on the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Play action. It's Newton. Out out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To the air again, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On fourth down, Newton. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
So a big play there on fourth, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And time has run out on this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Here's Fields. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. He's got room at the 30.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Robert Tunyon.
60 yards!
And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30, past midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
20.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play. Gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Solid rush was coming. Hung in there. Took the hit. Dumped it out to the outside. And now they pick up some yardage. And you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. Down inside the 20.
Running right. Here's Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Trimble.
His first touchdown on the...
And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Beverly, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
On 1st down, Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. The middle they go. Beverly, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Another run here with Sanders. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton.
That caught by Trimble. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
To throw is Newton.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Thomas has got it, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here we go.
On 4th down, Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. They'll start and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. On 2nd down now, Beverly, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Beverly.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, Beverly. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly down right around the 25. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy. They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew the challenge.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? Trot back out on the field to start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Newton now to throw. It's caught by Sanders. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Newton on third down. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a handoff up the middle. Beverly, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Bears, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we'll see how this affects their playoffs.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts.